Everyone, welcome back to HDC. Hope everyone's doing well. Oh boy, we got some drama. And I gotta say, it's just, why? So some fragile people are upset about a song. Do any of us really care? I mean, I care when it comes to my Second Amendment, but all the racist stuff, all the, oh, did you hear what he said about dog whistles?
Did you ever hear of a dog whistle?
And while I can try and respect,
It does go too far. You've gone too far.
I mean, listen to this guy.
Try that in a small town. I will try that in any fucking town. And good old boys, racists, like Jason Aldean ain't gonna do it. You can try, but you ain't gonna do nothing.
Oh, okay. Yep, you're right. You would try anything in a small town. Because you personally look like you have training in hand-to-hand combat and also with firearms. So yeah, you'll come and do whatever. Sure. Would love to see the day that you really tried. But I think honestly a lot of people are confused about what the meaning of the song is. It's not just, oh, well, if you come into a small town and you try to riot, we're just gonna shoot you. We're gonna take care of our own. We're not gonna let you do it here. I think it goes a lot more deeper than that. I think what he's talking about is a saying that I love to just go back to. Not enough people get punched in the face anymore for saying certain things nowadays. Like the video that we just showed.
I will try that in any fucking town. And good old boys, racists, like Jason Aldean ain't gonna do it. You can
Oh, so you think you're gonna come to a small town and break into someone's vehicle? See what I mean? Like, we have mutual combat in Texas. So if you're saying you have no problem coming to fight me, we'll just have someone record that both of us are okay with it and we'll get down. That's how it is in a small town, especially in states where there's a mutual combat law. But I think that's one thing that's missing in this country. People get online and they talk whatever they need to say. But if it was a real situation, nothing, which is normal. Before we get started today, folks, big thanks to Blackout Coffee for sponsoring today's video. Y'all have seen them on the channel a lot. Amazing company. They get their coffee out within 3 days of roasting. Amazing beans. My favorites are Brutal Awakening right now. And I also just tried their espresso. Outrageously good espresso. But beyond the coffee, they have awesome mugs, awesome shirts, hats. For every bag they sell, they send 2 cups of coffee to our active troops, which to me is just absolutely a character move. So we're putting a discount code below the video. Go support an amazing business, a two-way supporting business, an American loving business, and grab some amazing coffee. So as the title of the video reads, Whoopi, why don't you try that in a small town?
He shows these images. He's got folks from the Black Lives Matter movement, and he's talking about people taking care of each other. And I find it so interesting that it never occurred to Jason or the writers that that's what these folks were doing. They were taking care of the people in their town because they didn't like what they saw.
Oh, was that what it was? Oh my God. Okay, perfect. So why don't you tell me, in all the 2020 riots, how did the people that were rioting help black people? You're saying that that's how they're helping their community. Were they out handing out hot meals? Were they out handing out waters? Did a black guy who's successful go out into the community and hire a bunch of people off the street, try and help them out? No, what you mean is just destroy shit. And then hopefully an issue that's not even there will change. Is that what you mean? Because I'm confused now. The whole year of 2020 was about destruction. It was about payback. It wasn't about helping the black community. Let's just all get that straight for a minute.
Just like you talk about people taking care of each other in small towns. We do the same thing in big towns. You just have to realize that when you make it about Black Lives Matter, people kind of say, well, are you talking about black people? What are you talking about here? If we're talking about Americans taking care of each other, then it shouldn't be about Black Lives Matter. You should be able to show all the different things that have gone on in our country where people stood up and said no more.
Well, I don't know. I mean, what is Black Lives Matter comprised of? I mean, you've got black people, which, I mean, that would be logical, that there would be black people a part of Black Lives Matter. And then you've got the white liberal simps who somehow feel bad about, I don't know, their skin color. The same stuff that black people are fighting for, what they say they're fighting for with this whole BLM movement. Logic. It escapes some people, and my God, we can't help them find it. And then the last point to that is, well, who was doing all the rioting? It was the Black Lives Matter group. It was Antifa, which is once again comprised of two types of people. Black people and then white people who are simps for those black people. So what are we talking about? We're not talking about the hardworking black man who owns a ranch or who goes to a sales job every day and tries to give his family a good life. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the people who just wanted to destroy shit and then call for Black Lives Matter like somehow that's helping anything. Stop. Whoopi, stop it. This is stupid. But there's more. I mean, I'm sad there is, but there is.
My father's from Augusta, Georgia, and Macon, Georgia. I spent many summers there. Yeah, both. I spent many summers there. It is one of the most racist places in this country. So don't tell me that he knew nothing about what that imagery meant and what he. So I don't give him the benefit.
But I'm saying, along with him, more people.
I can't physically throw up right now, but if I could, I would. Listen to yourself. If you're on a show, I wouldn't say it's nice, but you probably get paid a decent salary. And you're still talking about racism. Something that, as far as I'm concerned, is long gone. You know what it is nowadays? It's people caring too much what people think of them. That's what it is. We don't have slave drivers anymore. Everyone has all the same rights in America. But no, on The View, it's like we're back in 18-something and there are still slaves around and they're fighting for their freedom. No, no, no. And then we get to my favorite part.
No, there's a lot wrong here with this. This is a man who saw what happens when someone is out of control with their guns.
Yeah.
He's someone
performing
who was
in Las
performing
Vegas.
in Vegas, and he saw people get. So I don't understand how he could be that disconnected. How people around him didn't say to him, hey, listen, you know what? Maybe there's a better way to do this because...
When the imagery invoked race, that's what was...
Oh, whoopee, 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 whoopee. Okay, I got it. So because Jason Aldean's concert got shot up, he should take it personally, become a victim, and just completely get rid of guns in his life, right? You know what that is? You know what I equate that to? I equate that to the Black Lives Matter movement. I equate that to your whole show on this topic. Black people at one point in America got a raw deal. And today, most of them have moved on. And some of them, like you guys on this show, haven't. You guys want Jason Aldean to have the same mindset. Well, someone shot up my show, so, oh man, I gotta talk about gun control, and I gotta banish guns and never talk about guns again. No, no, no. No, that's what victims do. People who own their experiences in life, they move on. They stop talking about it. You know, I feel like in 50 years, we're gonna look back on this and be like, this really happened. Yeah, this did.